Hey, it's me, the Nostalgia Critic. You know, sometimes I watch a movie and I think to myself, I might have gone a little too deep on this one, because Arthur and the Invisibles, what the fuck? Despite what it may look like, Arthur and the Invisibles is in fact not an original Xbox RPG. You know, after Jade Empire, in my opinion, BioWare really fell off when they made Arthur and the Invisibles. Apparently this movie also isn't actually called Arthur and the Invisibles either, but rather it's called Arthur and the Minimoys. What the fuck is a Minimoy, and are they invisible or not? I don't even know what this movie is and I'm already confused. Okay, so this is a 2006 fantasy family movie directed by Luc Besson. Oh no. We got here a kids movie directed by a guy who likes dating them. That can't be good. Based on the book series Arthur and the Minimoys, written by Luc Besson again? The guy wrote his own children's fantasy series and then adapted it. Dude, what do you fucking French people do in your spare time? To explain the title change though, and I hope you're seated for this, the Weinstein Company came in and edited the movie, shortening it by a whole 9 minutes, I guess, and changing the title to Arthur and the Invisibles for some reason. There's also 3 other movies in this franchise, with the 4th one being a metafictional horror spin-off movie? What the fuck is happening, dog? The movie itself is also something to behold. Is it good? No. But you will have a mental breakdown by the end, I can promise you. Because Arthur and the Invisibles is a total drug trip. So I'm just gonna jump in and show you guys this fucking disaster. Our film begins with opening narration.
My name is Archibald.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm an engineer and I spent more than 10 years in Africa building every type of useful thing.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
It's in the heart of Africa that our story begins.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, this is not Africa. This is Connecticut.
Okay, never mind then.
And this is the house I lived in before I mysteriously disappeared.
Average Wednesday, am I right?
But that's another story that my grandson would be more qualified to tell you.
But you're here though, why don't you tell it?
You will see he's a lovely, charming kid who answers to the name of...
Wow, that is the worst title drop I have ever seen in my life. Am I on fucking crack right now? What is happening? Immediately, this thing is at a goddamn breakneck pace. And get used to that, by the way. Because after we meet Arthur's grandmother, we're promptly introduced to Arthur, our main character. These two are insanely telepathic, apparently. It's a little hard to showcase because copyrighted, duh. But the characters and lines are edited so close together and so fast, it's obnoxious.
He dug a super deep well and invented a whole irrigation system out of bamboo poles.
You know, it wasn't Grandpa who invented that.
It's like watching one of my videos. Did I make this movie by accident? I hope I didn't. Wow, what an incredible, ahead of its time masterpiece this thing is. Maybe Luc Besson is kind of a genius. Not that he should be or anything. Anyway, so yeah, this is Arthur, and he lives with his grandma, with Arthur himself being a very adventurous kid, obsessed with the adventures of his missing grandpa, and living in the world of Far Cry 3 levels of oversaturation. Sadly, though, it's also his birthday, one where his parents can't make it. Oh no! Something that tragically is a common occurrence for Arthur. But at the very least, his grandma is here to read him bedtime stories. And for your birthday, Arthur, I give you exposition.
They called them the Minimoys. They were small as a tooth.
Granny, this expository dialogue is too natural for me. Well, what did you have in mind, Arthur?
Start.
Also, that is the good doctor playing as the main character. You know, as if the movie didn't age well enough. Arthur then turns the page and sees a hot lady.
Who's this?
This is the Princess Selenia, daughter of the King of the Minimoys.
She's beautiful.
Dear God, keep this kid away from the Smiths.
I'd like to meet the Minimoys too.
But that prick's face when he saw the gat.
We cut to the next day, however, where we meet our first antagonist. I can't believe it's not Dan Aykroyd. He wants to take the house because he's evil and nasty. So Max is on the search for the Minimoys to help save the day, I guess, and finds the first hint involving Shakespeare.
You're trusting Shakespeare. Shakespeare.
I only know future, DS2! However, because the adults are being stingy, Max has to steal things at night, Nathan drinking his way through a bunch of puzzles. He then sets up a telescope and shit, but then, TLDR, he suddenly met with... What the fuck?
Arthur, follow me.
Okay, native African tribe in the middle of the US. Apparently, they're also dubbed over in post for some reason.
Only one can pass through. and you seem to us to be the best choice to combat evil M.
This movie's a fever dream, I swear to Christ. So anyways, this magical telescope is gonna bring Arthur to the Minimoys world. And his goal, take down Emperor Malthazard, who is now the bad guy, I guess. Sorry, Dan Aykroyd. And through this, Arthur meets our first Minimoy character. This is Beta, and...
I hope you have a good reason for using the beam like that, because the council has strictly forbidden it.
Oh no! Yeah, I hope you liked the dialogue being at a whiplash breakneck pace, because somehow it's about to get like 11 times worse.
In just 2 days' time, the garden will be destroyed.
What are you talking about, young man? Are you a practical joker like your grandfather?
This is no joke, Mr. Better.
Jesus Christ! Like a million things just happened in 2 seconds! Anyway, so Arthur gets shrunken down and turned into some guy's Second Life avatar.
You can admire yourself later. The council's waiting for you.
Wow, that's the most obvious audio splicing ever. Anyways, Arthur is now in the world of the Minimoys. This is where we meet the ruler and his hot daughter, the princess from Arthur's storybook. She looks like an Unreal Engine tech demo.
Could you have waited 10 seconds before playing the clown?
I'm on a mission of great importance.
Because my mission isn't of great importance, is that it?
You're far too arrogant to be able to feed the sword.
How do they even talk like this? What is happening? Would it be really annoying if I talk like this the whole video? Like, when you want to kill yourself, like, it's really annoying and obnoxious. Like, you don't even pay attention to anything at all. Anyway, so, conflict. The big ruler guy is told about Arthur and the evil emperor and shit, but the princess character is then all like, but I want to be the one to take the evil emperor down.
As the princess of royal blood, the task of protecting our people falls to me.
Which, okay, wow, what a fucking bitch. Your entire species is prophetically in danger, and your concern is whether you're the one to kill him or not? No, but we gotta do it so we can rip off King Arthur, you see. We already only made this because of Harry Potter. I mean, might as well just throw our hands up and give up. But then, the bad guy's army attacks all of a sudden, resulting in a big, huge action scene. That way they can have material for the roller coaster ride, which is real, apparently. There's also an attempt at comedy.
Follow us and no harm will come to you.
Come and get me.
Right. Go on, grab. Why me? Well, who else? Well, you, for example.
Notice I said attempt because, there is no sense of pacing whatsoever. The fight then concludes with Arthur pulling out the sword because the King Arthur. Oh my god.
You fought like a prince.
Subtlety.
I know writers who use subtext and they're all cowards.
Thus begins our epic adventure. There's an attempt at character dynamics, but of course it goes as well as you would expect.
There's nothing in there to cut off your tongue by any chance?
No, but that's your specialty, isn't it?
Again, if the movie didn't move so fucking fast half the time. Anyways, we meet an Italian stereotype right here.
And who is the third comedian who comes around knocking out all the customers?
Which, judging that this movie is animated like the Sopranos Road to Respect intro cutscene for PS2, I gotta say, it's actually pretty fitting.
You fucking kidding me? Pulling a stunt like that on this street?
You tell me, what is the issue?
He's a fat.
You want to win all the gift cards down below? Just leave a like, subscribe.
Sadly, this character is not important at all, so we can just ignore him. Also, meanwhile, the grandma realizes that Arthur is missing. Oh no! Here's another action set piece, great for the roller coaster, which again, I must stress is real.
H2O.
So our heroes end up on this river here, and they're about to reach a dangerous waterfall.
Minimoys can't swim.
Oh wow, isn't that sadly convenient? What's the lore reason for that? What? You have arms and legs, you dipshit. So Arthur chooses to use the princess's rope on her, like, torso, resulting in a Luc Besson original.
Hey, just because we're gonna die doesn't mean you can start taking liberties.
Like I said, a Luc Besson original.
Well, I'm sure.
Note to self. I don't want to live.
So TLDR, they uncharted their way to safety. They then seek shelter in a flower here. And Arthur and the princess have a character development. Here's the thing with that though, Arthur is 10 years old, right? While meanwhile, Miss Unreal Engine demo princess here is...
Are you really gonna be 1,000 years old?
1,000 years old.
I don't know what to say,
What the fuck? Are you with that Diddy shit?
This is yet another Luc Besson original. If this was meant to be a funny video, but this isn't funny anymore. This is gross. I don't want to review this anymore. Cut the credits and put the rap song on. Anyways, cut to the next day, I guess. This movie's gonna turn me into a fucking nihilist, I swear. Where we get more Sonic Adventure style to cutscene graphics here.
Tastes good. What is it exactly?
But then they see some bad guys and hide in a straw. But then they're saved by a racist stereotype here.
Hey, man, what you playing at down there?
Dude, you're in the wrong movie. The Star Wars prequels are down the hall and to the left. We're then introduced to...
Where are these refugees of yours?
Wait a fucking minute.
Yep, and mega discreet, like you say.
Snoop Dogg?
EA Sports. Your motherfucking server is down.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg is in the movie, I guess. And he gives our heroes the incredibly gassy drink. I guess it makes sense. The film does look pretty AI-generated most of the time.
I came blasting through just for you. Here's your gift.
Anyway, so Snoop Dogg wants to fuck the princess, so he takes her to dance on his giant vinyl dance club floor, which I guess is a pretty cool visual thing. Too bad I can't give the movie any credit.
She's 1,000. I'm only 10.
For obvious reasons. But then one of the bad guys sits by Arthur. But don't worry, it's just a drink with him and shit.
What's a good-looking kid like you doing?
Okay, never mind. Meanwhile, there's more sex jokes on the dance floor.
I only have 7 wives.
Wow, 7 wives.
Yeah, baby, I'm Mormon.
Must take a lot out of you.
I like hard work. I can work night and day, 7 days a week.
I can work so hard, we can obviously splice the
lines together.
The princess then grabs Arthur and they have chemistry or whatever.
You're really gonna be 1,000 years old?
Yeah, we count the years since Millennium.
Taking influence from, of course, Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, and of course there is justification for the age gap.
How old does that make me?
About the same age as me.
Wow, isn't that convenient, everyone?
I'm not on the Epstein list. I was a 1,000-year-old dragon at one point.
Are you a little girl like me?
What?
No, I mean I'm a boy.
What the fuck is happening? But then, uh-oh, the son of the big bad guy is here, trying to find our heroes.
Organizing parties without inviting our friends now. Oh.
Sir, I run a nightclub. We kind of have to do that.
Warn me if he comes this way. Hey.
Wow, Arthur, you suck ass at this.
Darkwood, sweetheart, I would rather die.
We're gonna be talking about the penis!
This marks the first time someone pauses to breathe in the whole fucking movie. We then get a jukebox fight scene that'll get me killed by YouTube's copyright people. So thanks to what I think is the lights going out, I think the movie's so fucking incoherent. Our heroes escape alive. And the princess describes how I feel about this fucking piece of shit movie.
Wait, keep walking and shut up, please.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Meanwhile, in the real world, Arthur's parents arrive home but don't know where he is. And yeah, that's about it. Meanwhile, our heroes are still escaping and shit. But also, they're close to the big bad guy of the movie, turning the princess into a fucking bitch again.
This is where our paths separate, Arthur. I have to deal with this alone.
Forced contrived conflict in an animated family movie. Fork found in a kitchen. So then she kisses him, I guess. This is like a movie that I probably watched in a dream somewhere. But uh-oh, Arthur and the one comedic relief that I haven't been talking about at all in the movie. That's how important he is. I haven't even been mentioning him. They get ambushed by the sun guy again. Meanwhile, the princess and us get our first glimpse at Lord Malthazard, the big bad guy.
I spent entire days polishing that sword to perfection.
Wait a minute, that voice, is that?
And who else would have been able to draw the sword from the stone besides you?
Yeah, wait a minute, that's David Bowie. What are you doing here, man? Well, I guess I can't ask him that now, actually. Sadly, he is also the one good actor in this thing, like genuinely really good. But the film is edited like shit, so it kind of ruins his performance overall. And the film really isn't worth watching for David Bowie. Although to be fair, the ones that are require you to also see his penis too. Anyway, so the princess is taunting David Bowie and shit. But then, uh-oh, David Bowie takes her hostage. Meanwhile, Arthur and the other guy are in prison. But turns out there's an old guy in the prison with them. And turns out it's Arthur's grandpa. Wow!
Oh, my grandson.
Do you know how long I've had to see David Bowie's cock everywhere, man? But then the princess is also thrown in the same jail cell. Wow, what threatening villains. They have one jail cell to throw everyone in. Arthur and the princess are then about to kiss, but then...
Oh, time out. I don't mean to be rude, but don't you think you should maybe respect the tradition?
They already kissed like 10 minutes ago. Are you kidding me? But then suddenly the bad guys come in and take the good guys out, so that way David Bowie can monologue to them. And also the treasure that Arthur needs to save his home is here. Yeah, that's a thing, I guess. And his plan is to free them through this tunnel, but also to drown them while they're not looking, even though he's pretending not to do it.
As soon as we're inside that tunnel, you'll flood it.
My porcelain. What a twisted mind you have.
He even lets Arthur give a bracelet to this one guy who knows Arthur's grandpa. And Arthur tells the guy his escape plan right in front of Lord Malthazard. But Lord Bowie just does not give a single shit. Holy shit, worst evil big bad guy award goes to this dude.
May I ask your highness to grant me one last favor before I die?
I like this kid.
You speak like a YouTube poop. I respect that. But then, conveniently, the characters find a car that Arthur dropped earlier in the movie. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. My bad. David Bowie's penis. I don't give a whatever.
You can see my cock for 70 pounds.
Arthur then sees the princess's ass and shit, but then of course the tunnel gets flooded and shit, causing a big action set piece, perfect for the roller coaster. And then, long story short, the characters make it to safety just in time. The princess then kisses Arthur, and Arthur and his grandpa then get teleported back into the real world, with the tribesmen all waiting for them. I will say also, it's pretty wholesome seeing the grandpa come back, and just how ecstatic he is to see all the tribesmen around him. Like, look at these people. They're so goddamn happy. What the fuck? You know, in a better movie, this would be the thing to kill racism. Anyways, Arthur then grabs the treasure in the real world and drops a tennis ball on the enemy base, destroying David Bowie's whole army, causing David Bowie to let his son die because he's evil like that. And with the treasure now in his hands, Arthur then comes up to Dan Aykroyd, and now the property of the grandma is now saved. Hooray! But then not Dan Aykroyd pulls out a gun.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
And now he wants to steal all the treasure because that's why he wanted the property in the first place. This, though, is immediately resolved when the tribesmen then stab him in the back and shit. And with Dan Aykroyd now under arrest and the family back together and the grandpa alive, everything is all happy and better than ever. And the film ends with Arthur and Princess Selenia staring at each other, waiting for each other.
Only 10 more moons, Selenia.
Could Mary really be here?
I will wait for you. In our special place.
And that's Arthur and the Invisibles, ending on a cliffhanger with 2 more movies to conclude the storyline. But would you really want to, though? Because of putting aside the director being just an awful, horrible person, there really is no reason to really visit this movie at all. The universe, I will admit, is a kind of cool at points, sort of, but you wouldn't guess that because the world building is a pretty awful, and the story itself is already very derivative. But what makes it worse is the god-awful pacing. The pacing is way too breakneck, so as a result, information does not stick with you well at all. It's easily the worst part of this damn movie. Overall, the whole movie is just an incoherent mess. It is absurdly entertaining for a little bit, same for the franchise itself. Why is the 4th movie a horror movie? But this movie is a total clusterfuck mess. It is the definition of a crack house movie, up there with Space Chimps. Anyways, that's my review of French People. I'm gonna play Expedition 33 now. Bye!
With me and you ain't on the same shit. You ain't in my lane, bitch. Nah, all that shit and fit. Rollie on my wrist. Ay, baby, you a star. I'm my only wish. I'm counting blue hundreds. I'm too money. Ay, and my little bitch, she too lovely. Yeah, hanging up and calling me right back. Ay, baby, why you calling me like that? Yeah, getting high with the seat, lay back. Baby, gon' relax, yeah. Hey, they don't know the half, yeah. No matter what happened, I got your back. Baby, that's the facts, yeah. That's the facts, yeah. And we can fight, but the feeling's gone. I try to find the words, but they never come. I can still see you on the lawn. Hey, laying outside in the summer sun. Yeah, we can fight, but the feeling's gone. I try to find the words, but they never come. I can still see you on the lawn. Laying outside in the summer sun. Hey, I'm with a dark-skinned girl on a Sunday. That's that Black Sabbath. She put them ones all down on a Hyundai, and she had to have it. Baby, that's the facts, yeah. That's the facts, yeah.
This motherfucker missed. That motherfucker missed, man. In the heat of battle, he missed. In the heat of controversy, he missed.